evening, good morning, good afternoon. It's so lovely to be with you today. It is Sunday, and this isn't any old Sunday, it's Second Chance Sunday. If you haven't seen this before, basically what we do is we get all of the bestest, all of the shiniest, all of the newest products over the last couple of weeks with the best deals and bargains, and we bring them to you so that you can grab your final chance on those ones. My name is Becky, it's wonderful to be with you, and it is Sunday, so it is the end of the week, which means it's the end of some deals. Let me let you know it's the final day of our Get It, Got It. Ooh, good. This is a mega deal, especially if, like me, you love your Nina card. We're bringing to you 3 packs of your watercolour card. Remembering you're getting loads in these. 3 packs of those, 300 GSM, and 3 packs of your Nina card. You're getting 16 sheets in here. We always see our wonderful craft experts using these, right? 9 times out of 10, they'll be using Nina card. It's back in stock and it's discounted. £19 or $28. Just as a reminder, that is only until midnight tonight. So do make the most of that deal if you want to stock up. Grab those multiples whilst you've got over 20% off. Speaking of final deals, let's talk Totally Tiffany. We love a bit of Totally Tiffany, of course, and there is a spend and save deal at the moment on Totally Tiffany. All you have to do to celebrate the birthday is spend and you'll save. The more you spend, the more you save. All of the info on your screen, including that if you spend $80 or £80, you get 20 quid or $20 off. It ends again tonight though, so do seize the moment on that. We have got also some wonderful last minute deals from our softer side pick of the week, which includes corkboard. So even if you're not a seamstress, you can use the cork roll, and that is on a fabulous offer right now. It's great for mixed media. So do head to the website to check that out, because again, it ends this evening. Something that will never end and will only go on and on is the creativity and inspiration that is brought to us by Debbie Fisher.
Thank you, Belle.
Welcome.
We have got a great show lined up for you. Let me tell you some of the best things of the last couple of weeks. This is just so pretty. I know, this parasol is to die for. It's beautiful, so lovely. All these ornate banners, the pretty papers, everything just matches so well. And we expect nothing less from a Sarah signature collection. And actually, I've just been having a play with these to see how these actually work. How gorgeous are those rosettes? Honestly, so amazing. But if you want to get organised, we've got the thing for you, because we've got these amazing Ultima Organizers, which you can create all these extra tabs in, little booklets. You've even got spaces underneath for all your photos and pictures. Just absolutely gorgeous designs there. And you can do them in whatever colourway. So whether you've got your different coloured cardstocks or your pattern cardstocks, you can use them to do those fabulous organisers, and I'm going to show you how easy they are. But what about the puzzle dies? We know you have all been absolutely loving these. They are so lovely. You've got another chance to get them. Gorgeous designs, different amounts you can do with them. We've got hearts, we've got stars, we've got the jigsaw puzzle. Honestly, Becky, we are jam-packed full of stuff today.
We have got oodles on the way for you, and I want to start off with a wonderful Sarah signature. This is Garden Party. There is so much in here. If you are brand new, this is a great kit to get, but also if you have actually been with us for years, this is also fantastic. So much in here, including but not limited to stamps, dies, stencils. There's 12 by 12 pads in there. There's just so much, and it all ties in perfectly together because it's a Sarah signature. So it makes your crafting professional but fun, because there's not all of that sort of faffing around that sometimes take place when you have to try and make everything fit together. It's all thought out for you. You have got this wonderful collection. We're going to have demos for it as well today. So if you do want to seize the moment, now is your last chance to get a fabulous deal on this one. And we are going to start demoing with it. So the fish, I'm so excited for this demo because I love this collection. What is it that speaks to you most about it?
It's So pretty, and it's also so delicate as
Yeah.
well. It's got a really beautiful colour palette to it. It's got the most amazing comprehensive set of dies in here, which are gorgeous. So if I show you just a couple of them, this one is the Summertime Pennant. So you've got that really large pennant die, which is amazing. Then you've got like these doily dies, coordinating doily dies. And if I take that off, you can see there's other dies inside this. And you can keep going. They're just matte layering dies. You've got the beautiful flower dies. You've got all these lovely embellishments which really represent the summer. And then we come to this one. I adore this one. The Parasol is absolutely beautiful. We have got that gorgeous panel die there, so you can do all your lace edges. We've got the fans, we've got the doilies with love sentiment and all the florals. It really is. And that's just 2 of the items that you get. And the amount of dies that you get in there is amazing. So what we're going to start off with, we're going to start off with cutting. Actually, let's start off with stamping, because I want to stamp first of all before I cut, because what's great about these dies is they're not solid dies, so I can see through them. So actually to stamp first then cut them would work really well. So I'm going to be using that Parasol one, and we're going to stamp the With Love and the little flowers there, and just show you how amazing these go down. So just taking these off, and the With Love, and then I'm just going to grab my stamping platform. So it's the best thing that I find to use, but choose whatever platform suits you and what you like the best. What I like about this one is you don't have to worry about if it doesn't stamp first time. You can then go back in and stamp. So we'll just pop that into the place, and I'm just going to pop this in a corner because we're going to cut this out separately. Oh, actually, I've got a die. Yes, I've got a die to cut that as well.
That's handy.
I know, I was forgetting about that. Sometimes you lose track of how many dies there are with the stamps. So once we pick those up, we're then going to use our, I'm going to use, I don't think I've got it with me, I've got the wrong ink. But actually, let's just use it anyway, because I do have the water reactive inks. And you can stamp with them. It just means that you might have to do a couple more stamps, where if I'd used my quick drying inks, it would have just stamped first time, but I'm not worried then to stamp it a couple of times because I've got my platform. So pushing down onto that, that's not bad at all, but we're going with this extra. So they're not ideal stamping with, but you can, as you can see, still stamp with them. Pop them down. I'm just going to make sure I give that a good press in the middle of that Parasol. And there we go, it's stamped beautifully. So that's our stamping done. So then next we can use our dies to cut that out. So popping that to the side. I'm going to bring in my Gemini. Oh, there's a little disc there. I was cutting that out too because when I was practicing with the rosettes. So popping that on, bringing in our dies. Oh, this one's really stuck. I've used the Studios ones and they're really stuck on there. And then I'm going to use some low tack tape just to go around that. So you can see what I mean. You can see exactly where you are stamping through there. So let's pop that onto the end. Then we've got our little floral flower design. Take another piece off for our With Love. So popping that into place. And then our last one, we've got that With Love sentiment, which has got a lovely font to it, hasn't it?
Really pretty. It's like the handwriting you wish you had.
Absolutely. Well, I so wish I could write nice.
Me too.
Yeah. I should practice, because I think you can do anything with practice. And like calligraphy, I would love to be able to write like that, but I don't think I've got the patience, if I'm completely honest.
Yeah.
But I do like the look of it.
Me too.
So running them through our machine, we can then take those out and they will have cut absolutely beautifully. And then while we've got this out, I'm just going to bring in my outside cutting edge and we're going to just cut that beautiful pearlized cardstock through there. And we've also got like some butterflies. Let's cut our butterflies and flowers. That's all we need. Let's do that. pop that through onto some of this cardstock. Whoa. Oh, I'm not going to use that cardstock because I want to use that to do some embossing. So let me just run this one through. Now you can use your Gemini Junior plates or your Gemini machine, so that will fit all these dies through. Then just going to take out all our die cuts and then have our other pieces to hand. I was just thinking as I've done that, oh, I haven't put the die through because I could see this and see that line and thinking it was still on my pad, but it wasn't. There we go. So even all those little holes all around the outside, I mean, look how well that has die cut, absolutely beautifully. And then what we're going to do, and I could have done this at the same time, but let me switch out my plates just to speed this along a bit more. I'm going to use this one to then cut the inside edge, and that will map beautifully with the others. So popping that on and running that through. And then what we're going to do, we're going to take one of the embossing folders. So let me find my embossing folders in my pile here. No, I don't know where my embossing folders are. They've got to be here somewhere, haven't they? There we go. So we've got that beautiful parasol design on there. So I am only going to use it to actually emboss that piece of card in the middle. Now that's going to give us some real contrast. It doesn't matter where I place it. I might just pop that up a little bit more so we can see that sort of parasol design coming to life. I'm just going to straighten that up. Now with a 3D embossing folder, you just need to use these three platforms. So you would use your plastic shim, your magnetic shim and your cutting plate, and you will send that through sandwiched between those. So popping that through. So we're starting to get all our pieces together now. Just going to move all my rubbish out the way. I love how that with love is cut out and you actually have that sort of deckled edge around the outside.
It's fab.
And look at that, turning just an ordinary piece of card into such a beautiful embossed and pearlized paper card is amazing. And then we're going to stick these on top of each other. And let us know if you've actually got this collection, because I know a lot of you will have the newest collection. It is
please.
So pretty. Popping that on top. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to bring in my card base here. So I've got some of those pretty papers. Look how gorgeous these papers are.
It's amazing.
You can then use your ink. So we could use our parakeet. And I'm just going to grab my... I think we've got a bit of green going on there, but I'm just going to use it just to go round those edges. And it will just highlight all around there, and it will really bring it in with those papers. So ink's always a gorgeous thing to add to anything, to really bring your focal point in. So running that round there, it's quite nice having a two-tone bit of colour there. And then we're bringing our card. So we're going to do a little easel card. I'm not sure if I've got any, I've got no tissues, but I'm just going to bring in a quick wipe to wipe that away. So we're going to add this to the front. So all I've done is a 6x6 card so we can create that little easel stepper card. And then what we're going to do is add our one to the bottom. So I've already matte and layered these, added that parakeet ink around the side, added a few gems on there because we've done a lot of cutting and stamping in this demo. So it's nice to get these pieces pre-done. Adding that to the bottom of our card. How gorgeous are those papers?
They just look so inspirational, don't they?
Yeah, really do, yeah. Lots, they're almost just exquisite.
Yeah.
Really exquisite. So popping that one onto the right. And actually, it feels a bit of a shame to hide those because we are going to cover them up with our bunting, or our pennant, should I say. So just bringing that along there. And all I'm doing is putting tape onto the bottom half because we don't want that to stop our card from opening. And then we will just place that onto the side. And there we go. And now we're going to add all our bits that we've cut. So add in this one. We're going to take this just a little bit off the page there. So add in our tape just to the sort of the a third of there. Popping that at the top into the centre. And then we've got all our little embellishments, and I've created just a few little ones more, a few more of the flowers. And then what I've also done, I've actually cut out my Celebrate here, which is beautiful. So that is going to add as my stopper. So we're bringing our foam pads then. So bring those in. And what that will do, it will just raise the bottom piece so it has something for my card to lean upon. So think about where you want that to come to. So let's say about there, and then just make sure you have that across the front where it would just, and in fact, there we go, pop that. Trying to get that straight so it will hold my card straight. Let's pop that across there. There we go, that's better. So that will act as our stopper across our card. And then our stopper.
I did think you were a bit Bristolian. I liked that.
Our stopper. I sounded very Norfolk then, didn't I?
You did, yeah. Love it.
So popping that on the top. I love that parasol. Parasol. I'm not even speaking properly now. And we're going to use our little tacky glue in our little bottle. I'm talking really weird now.
Bottle?
I'm talking really little.
I like it. It's like a tour of the UK in 3 minutes of accents.
It must mean I'm just getting tired. That's what it is. So we're going to pop these on onto the side. So that gives us those, and then we've got those little pretty. I mean, these are gorgeous. Oh, we've got another butterfly there. So let's use our butterfly on the bottom. Popping that on there. Let's have that there, and then we'll just have a couple of foam pads to pop these on.
Don't forget, if you want foam pads, we've had them on offer today, so you can grab them if you wish, because they're on the show. So if you do want them, there was 3 different sizes and you've got a couple of packs of each. So for little dainty ones like this, you might want to use your smaller ones. For bigger designs, you use your bigger ones. Info's at the bottom of your screen. 1,120 foam pads, don't mind if I do. That's a bargain.
That is a bargain.
1,120 for £9.50 or $23. If you do need to stock up, now is your chance.
That is so good. And honestly, you always need foam pads. Craig will definitely tell you that. Oh, we've had a butterfly just fluttering away then.
Come back.
Let's pop that back into place.
Oh.
No, we need a little bit more glue. I'm not going to be defeated. You will go on there. There we go.
Oh, it's stunning. I love that.
And there we go. Beautiful, really gorgeous set.
That is wonderful. Thank you so much. Who else is inspired? Yep, now is your chance to buy, okay? I am bringing to you a mega collection. I'm going to say to you, if you've got a brew next to you, you may well get to the end of that brew before I've gone through all of this, because there are just so many. But let me tell you what's in here, because this is mega. I'm going to bring to you first off, sorry, this is how big it is, I'm going to extend my arms. This is your beautiful rosette. So this is a die that helps you cut out the technique for the actual texture. You can do it a few times to make it bigger if you want to, more fluffy, and you get the die to cut out the center as well. Not only that, we have got the embossing folder, and I have to say this is sensational. If you've not seen an embossing folder before, it's textured. Ooh. And therefore it gives you textured card. Ooh. You're getting this design, and you're getting this design, which are your flowery teacups. If anyone else, like myself, is slightly obsessed with Alice in Wonderland, that's what this makes me think of. It's like the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. I think it's fab. So actually, if you've got the vintage diary collection and you have the wonderful, you know, the watch, the like rabbit's watch, this is going to be perfect for pairing with that. Now one of our favourites, page after page after page of 12-inch by 12-inch stock. Now there are so many different designs in here, singular sided on these ones. Some of these are so textured. There's absolutely loads in here, getting all of these different designs that you can see, and of course it's adding texture and interest to your designs. I'm not stopping there though, because I've got complementary mini version. So this is now 6 inches by 6 inches. I'll carry on showing you the other designs of which we got up to. So you've got gingham in here. I love the idea of that one for maybe you know, sort of school dresses and things like that. I've got details here that have got these wonderful cherry blossoms. Earlier on we did a show whereby we had the double die cutting machine, and that had cherry blossom in it. This would be great to pair with that if you wanted to. I've got spots, dots, loads of texture, loads of colour, everything you could want and more, complementary of course in its colourways. Bring into your stencils now. If you are new, stencils you may well know traditionally you pop through colours to create patterns, but if you've got a Gemini cutting machine, you can actually turn things like this into embossing folders yourself, so it's a great one to have. You've got this detail and you've got this one here. Don't know why, but it makes me think of being on holiday, that one. Not stopping there though. Oh no, if you don't have handwriting like one of those, you know, sort of cafe board writers, don't worry, you don't have to with this, because we've got some of your most loved sentiments. This is your happy summertime. You've got numbers in here, great for personalization, right? But also you've got elements such as celebrate and birthday and summer, so you can really enjoy these ones. One of our most popular elements now, it is our stampers. Now these ones are your summertime floral stamps, and as you can see you get different layers. So what you can do is you can use the pieces individually, or you can layer them up using different colours. That looks like it's been painted by an artist and possibly has taken you 2 hours, right? You can do that really in minutes. Then I'm bringing to you, I did tell you you're probably going to have finished your brew by the time I get through this. There is a lot in here. I've got your summertime pendant now. This is what was used in that wonderful demonstration. As you can see, multiple dyes, multiple uses. I've also got the Delicate Rose collection. I think this one's wonderful. Using that with acetate and maybe even paper piece, and if you're a bit more advanced, could be wonderful with that. This one just makes me smile. I just think that's so wonderful. Use it as a border, of course. You can cut these out individually. You've got all of these wonderful balloons all tied together. You could personalize this even with, for example, stamping out letters on this. So yeah, you could make names in that if you wanted. So B-A-B-Y maybe if it was going to be a baby shower. Then I've got for you the Ornate Lace, and this has that lace-like look, doesn't it? Very luxurious indeed. Then I've got for you your sentiment dies. So we have Party and Celebrate, which is what the fish used in her wonderful demo. Again, I'm still not stopping because there's so much in here. This one is your die and stamp collection. So if you are brand new, let me just tell you, the metal elements here are what you're going to get, and then as Debbie showed us before, you can use your stamp to add the detail. You don't have to, of course, but you can. And then if you love colouring in, adding textures, you've got it all here. There's plenty on this one, including but not limited to a little sugar cube, 1 lump or 2. And you've also got the lovely macaroon on this one as well. We are not stopping there though. Oh no, I have got your collection here, which is the vintage birdcage collection. Again, dies and stamps to give you that professional finish. Another lovely lace-like look there. I love the idea of the birdcage. Do you have any bird stamps? Because you could actually stamp a bird in there, or you could die cut this out 2 times and actually put a picture just of a bird on the back, and then you can make one of those optical illusion spinners so it looks like the bird's in the cage. That'll be a fun one. Not stopping there though. Is it just me, or when you look at this, does anyone else think chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo? It's got a touch of the Mary Poppins about it, I think, anyway. You've got the lovely parasol here, and you've got the fan. I really like the idea of using that fan, not only as a fan, but also just as a corner for photos. Maybe if you love scrapbooking, photo books, that sort of thing, this is a lovely one for you. And I'm not even stopping there, because I'm bringing to you even more. This is your pearlescent card. So you're getting a selection of colours. It's pearlescent on both sides. These ones are blush colours, and of course they are made perfectly so that they go really nicely with the other elements and colour schemes that we've gone for in our paper pads. So there is a lot in here. I want to let you know something. I did a little bit of maths earlier on, and I'll be honest with you, I've slightly underestimated these maths, but I'm going to tell you nonetheless. If you look at the elements, there is 102 elements. And I've also said, actually, this is your paper pad, and then the pearlescent pad, that's another 2 elements. You do actually have a 12 by 12, which I forgot about. But what I thought is just so impressive is, if you take the price of this, and you are going to be dividing it by the amount of elements you've got, and I'm counting this full pad as just 1 element, which is a bit bonkers, all you are going to be paying per item is £1.20 or $1.73. That's amazing, isn't it? But you think it can't get better. It actually can, because if you're platinum, you're only going to be paying £100 or $144-ish dollars, which means that per element, you're only paying $1.38 or 96p. 96p? I find that down the back of me sofa sometimes. And the fact of the matter is, you're getting all of this, all of that saving, and you can make incredible elements like these. They're just fab, aren't they?
I know, exactly. And you are so right to break it down like that and really see what you're getting. I adore this collection. Look at the sort of things you can be doing with this. You've got gorgeous sentiments, gorgeous stamps in there. That bird cage is going to work on so many different elements. The butterflies, the flowers, the doily, the parasol, everything is just working, and that's what we want from collections. It's definitely what we expect from our Sarah's collections, being able to create magnificent cards. I mean, that is truly beautiful. I mean, anyone that wants to make a card but then decorate it on the inside like that. Oh, hang on, it comes out. Look at that. I didn't even realise that. How beautiful is that? I love that. That is so lovely. So to be able to do that with a collection, but that parasol embossing folder is totally outstanding. You've got the teacup ones. How very English is that? I mean, it's gorgeous. Another easel card. You've got that doily with the numbers. It just looks beautiful. In fact, we've got the Queen's birthday coming up on the 11th.
We do.
Yeah, beautiful card there. So anyone that's a bit of a royalist, or even the football's coming up as well soon. Yeah. So they're football colours, aren't they? England colours. So yeah, have a tea party for the football. A bit of a rowdy one, I suspect. So, but there you go. But yeah, all these different inspirational. That embossing folder is just beautiful. But also, we've got these gorgeous edgeables. Look at this. I mean, that is stunning to be able to do that sort of thing, to be able to do these teapots, teacups. We've got the stamps and dies for that. Another one here, look how gorgeous those balloons are. A totally different but traditional way of how we would do a balloon bunting. That celebrate doing those stamps, having that paper pad. Honestly, Becky, this is such a beautiful collection.
It's wonderful, and if that's not inspiration enough, let me let you know that if you grab it today, you may get it in time for the craft along. The craft along, pop it in your diary, get ready. The craft along is taking place Saturday the 12th of June. So it's this Saturday coming. So you may well get this home in time so that you can craft along. And at that kind of saving, it's astonishing, especially again when you're thinking, if you're on platinum, that embossing folder there is about 96p. It's amazing. So seize the moment on that one whilst you can. I've not just got this on show today though. Whoa, no. I have also got a reverse easel collection. When I'm looking at this, I am thinking, can this get even more professional? And I do not think it can. If you've not seen these before, we say that they make a complete 24 sets of cards. But when we say that, that means, if you're going to be using all of these elements at one. The lovely thing is you're getting multiples of each of them, and there are so many fabulous designs in here that all work together beautifully. These are just some of the complementary packs that you can be creating, and this, if you have worked with things a bit, you know, like hunky-dory, the kind of pop-out elements. If you've worked with these before, you'll know how simple they are, but how professional they can look. But also they're great if you've got in your family who maybe, you know, school holidays coming up, you fancy crafting along, you fancy making with your family and friends. Even people who maybe don't craft that much can make really professional looking elements with this. So those are your designs that you're getting, 464 elements in total, just $24.99. So if you are going to be using these to make up the 24 cards, it's going to be just over £1 per card, which is incredible. So do seize the moment on those ones, especially with that fabulous foiling. That's not all we've got on the show though. Last few chances now on your Get It, Got It Good collection. This one that we have for you, we have got on show only until midnight. So what I mean by that is, if you do want that discount, you do want that bargain, it's time to react. 3 sets of watercolour cards, and of course you've got the 3 sets of Nina card as well, back in stock, £19 or $28. That again is not all that we've got for you though. We have also got the Jigsaw Dye Collection. Now, we started off doing the jigsaw pieces, didn't we, that were very special. And then we have just taken the game and upped it with these ones. Not only do you get the jigsaw pieces that you can personalise, paint, colour, put photographs on of your family and loved ones, but we've now done them in different shapes. You've got lots of shapes in here, including the overall big jigsaw piece. You've got a star selection here. You've got balloons, quotation bubbles, hearts, of course, one of our favourites. You're getting sentiments as well. Don't let me forget, you've got the butterfly one. You're getting sentiments in here as well. So these create, time and time again, cards that can just be standalone but can also be interactive. You get the whole set today for just £66 or $85. So if you do want to seize the moment, again, now is your chance. Join us at Crafters Companion, whether it's .com, .co.uk or .eu. And if you're thinking that's not good enough, well, how about we grab you a demo, shall we? Let's head on over to the fish. What are we up to?
How gorgeous is this?
Oh, I love that. I didn't spot that before.
It's so nice. And inside is the actual puzzle. And look what it says.
Oh my gosh.
How gorgeous is that? We said about doing a reveal or something like that. It's such a lovely design. So you can break that up because it's, so having that on the top like that, you could put it on top like a little ring box inside, couldn't you? So yeah, lovely designs here. You can use them for so many different things. I love this. Friendship keeps us together. You've got that gorgeous speech bubble, which I think really lends itself for your kids as well, because they just have these thoughts, don't they, and open their mouth and say them without even thinking. But they're just such a lovely way that you can do them. So whether you want them to do them in cards, I mean, this balloon one is just so much fun. And then what it actually means as well, Becky, is we can get out and print our photos, which is what we've stopped doing. We can actually start doing them into something really cool like this, where you've got those puzzles and it just looks so different on the front of a card. But I love it when you can do this and put them into a box and actually make real puzzles out of them, because that's what they are. They are real puzzles. Now they're very, very simple. You know, we've had puzzle dies in the past, but we've had just regular size ones, which have been like 5x7 and 8x10, I believe. But now through demand, because we were asked for these, so the design team have put all these different shapes together. You've got this gorgeous heart design. So I've just got one of my photos. It's probably a little bit too big actually, but it was my little dog sitting next to my Gemini mini machine, but I thought we would just cut her little face out there, which will just go over. So what I am going to do to start off with is I'm going to put our that's come to the end. I'm going to put our tape pen across here, but what I am doing is I am saturating. Now what I would suggest you doing is buying our adhesive sheets, because you would need to cover your back piece with the tape pen, because obviously when the puzzles are cut, you want all the sides to be adhered. So just make sure you cut them down. I'm then just going to place this on the top. and then place my die just on the top there. So let's have that Gemini in focus. So I'm going to be bringing in my Gemini Junior plates. They will all fit through the Junior. I'm going to turn my plates over and pop that on. Now, this is a mixed media die, so it's a lot thicker than our regular dies, which means a different platform. So I've got my cutting plate, and as you just know, sorry, and I didn't even say what I was sticking onto, I actually put it onto some mount board. Do we have the mount board in stock as well, Becky? No, no mount board. So I do apologise, no mount board. But actually, you know what you could do? You could just use some cardboard, some thick cardboard, if you haven't got mount board for now, and that would do the same thing. Great. You could also get some magnet sheets and make fridge magnets as well, so lots of different ways. So our cut-in platform, then our mount board with the die, and then I'm going to use my plastic shim but take out my magnetic mat, and then my top plate over the top, and then we're going to run that through the Gemini. There we go. So offering it into the mouth of the Gemini, letting it go through electronic die cutting machines. So always keep a lookout for them. We've got a brilliant offer on our Junior at the moment.
We do, with freebies. With
freebies, which we like freebies. So I'm going to, oh, it's already popped out there. I was thinking what I was going to do. So then what you're going to do is just sort of ease them if you want to use them as a puzzle, but actually I want to use that as my actual topper for my card. So I'm going to bring in some bits here. I've just used some of our sunrise pad, something like that. You'll know what it is. Okay. You nice crafters out there always are aware of our pads, but I think it's the sunset pad it was called. So it's got these beautiful sort of orange tones. I'm going to glue this into place, but what I'm also going to do is I'm going to use my my jigsaw puzzle to cut this as well, because I want it to create that heart shape in the middle. So I'm just going to pop that into there, and then we're going to use our die to cut through that. Now what's really good about this, we could then stamp onto this. So you could stamp onto this first and create an actual picture, but just for quickness I'm just going to cut it out. This would literally be your impossible puzzle, wouldn't it? Because if you cut into this and it's all the same colour, you've just got to try and really piece together the shape more than anything else.
Take a close-up picture of baked beans or something.
Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it? It's like the baked bean puzzle, but that one hasn't even got a picture on it, so it would be a bit more trickier. Mind you, it's quite small. I think if you've got the outside edges, you'd be able to piece that together. So popping that out, and all I want that to do, so you've got those pieces, so you can see, let me just take them all off. All those pieces will come out, so you've got those. So if you was to stamp something onto it or colour, you would be able to create your own puzzles. So we've got our aperture cut out, and then I've got my card blade. I'm just using some craft card, some of that beautiful pretty paper, and we're going to just take that to the front. So a nice little card. This is the sort of card I could give to my daughter with our little dog on. I always call her a puppy, but she's an old girl now. She'll be 14 this year.
Oh, bless her. That's great.
But she does look like a puppy still.
Does she still act a bit like a puppy sometimes?
Well, she's irrational. So I'm just going to bring in my foam pads. Yeah, bless her. She's deaf now. She's got no teeth. So she is getting very old.
Oh, bless her little cottons.
Yeah, and she just barks at anything, because I think because she can't hear.
She can't hear it, yeah.
So, yeah, she's...
Does she go mad when the post person comes?
No, because she doesn't hear them.
She doesn't. I was going to say, can she tell that there's someone walking up the drive?
No. The good thing is she just barks at walls.
Oh!
Yeah, she'll just bark at the wall, and
That's
she'll
unusual.
be facing the wall and not doing anything, yeah.
Oh, what a
But
cutie.
she's just, it's because she can't see very well and she can't hear, so.
Oh, bless her.
But she's happy enough, that's the main thing.
Yeah, it is.
So we've made our little card blank, and then we've got our piece. So what I am going to do, we're going to take just a couple of pieces away. So let's just take these pieces, because we don't want them all. In fact, I'm not going to do that. We're going to pop a different piece out. So I'm going to pop that in there. We're going to fill this with just some foam pads on the back. You'll just make sure that you cover the back so none of the pieces come out. So let's do it on that one that's fallen out as well, so they just stay intact. Pop them out, and then we can just use that at a sort of jaunty angle on the top, and then use these pieces at the side, so it just gives that sort of interest, knowing that that's where they come from.
Yeah.
And then all I'm going to do is pop one more there, pop that one in, and then we've got the stamp set I've put here, which is our butterfly, birthday wishes to you, and I think we're just going to pop that underneath the top. So pop in a bit along there, and then having that as our little card. And there we go. And if I bring in my finished one, you can see we've just put a couple of gems on there just at the bottom, just to create that beautiful card.
That is just wonderful, and what fun as well, not just to make but to gift. If you would love to recreate something like this, like for example Karen, who says, I want to make a bunch of puzzles for my students to use with patience. Calendar pictures would be great and simple adult puzzle. Thanks for the idea. That is such a good idea, and of course that is something that you can do. If you do want to do that, it's a whole collection that we're bringing to you today, which gives you the biggest saving, £66 or $85, and you are getting the heart shape which the fish used, but you're also getting the star shape. And the star, just to let you know, is quite an interesting one, because the puzzle pieces in the star are slightly different shape, which I think is a bit quirky. You've also got the overall puzzle piece, the large puzzle piece. You've got the flowers, the balloon, the speech bubble, and the stamps as well. If you do want to seize the moment on that one, now is your chance. Let me bring to you one of your favourite names in craft. It is Hunky Dory. It is Father's Day, not too far away, and this collection I think would be brilliant for Father's Day. To be honest though, there's lots of these that you can use all year round, whether it is birthdays for ladies or gents, there's loads in here. This is called Hobbies for him, and this is the ultimate collection, which means you are getting mega amounts. Have a little look at this and think, do you know anyone in your family who's interested in Formula One racing? Yeah, I've got a couple as well. What about if you've got anybody in your family that's into sort of bar games? Yeah, pool, snooker, etc. As you're noticing, these are double-sided as well. You've got people who love walking, for example, and dog lovers. And just to let you know, another thing I like about these is it has little interesting facts and things on it. And not just that, you've got ones for fishing people, you've got ones for those armchair lovers, you've also got ones for those who like a little bit of music and possibly a little bit of malt whiskey. And you've got all of these, as you can see with the other side, just to show you all of the different complementary pictures. Oh, football as well. Come on, football. As you can tell, I'm not. Sorry, that was me trying to be football-y, as you can tell.
Come on, you Blues.
Oh, man. Yeah, that was much better. But yeah, no, I am the type of person who doesn't really have a big collection with football and not a big connection with football. For me, it's very much, oh, I like their outfits. Anyway, you've got all of that collection there, and not just that, I'm bringing to you complementary toppers. Look at that foiling. Woohoo! That gives it a really luxe look, doesn't it? And again, all going in, including things like golf in there as well. Not stopping there for you, let me bring to you even more. You've got inserts and printed card elements within this, and again it just works so well, and it's great quality. If you've not worked with Hunky Dory before, let's just put it to you this way: it is one of the best known names in crafts, and there is a reason for that. It's the quality, time and time again. So again, wonderful details and designs in here that you can just work with. Oh, anyone who's into BMXing or biking, that's another perfect one. Not stopping there though, I'm also bringing to you your collection of toppers. So these ones, again, fabulous toppers, loads and loads of elements. Train spotting, if anyone watches Coronation Street, which is a soap here in the UK, one for Roy there. We have got loads again of these, and they just work to make you professional looking cards for those people in your life who love the great outdoors, sports and the likes. And then you have all of your inserts as well, which again have the complementary detail and design. And look at how many of those you're getting. Absolutely loads of them. So you can make card after card, day after day, year after year. There's a lot to enjoy in this, considering that price point. It is only £39.96 or $61.16 for the amount you're getting in here. It really is special, and the fact that you can just work and craft with it time and time again is sensational. So again, if you would like to grab your hands on it, now is your chance. I will just flick through that one more time for you, just to give you an idea. Oh, way up, I know we're going to drop summit. You've got all of these treats for you. Not just that, I've also got your popper topper pads. Now these are fun as you like, and it is a massive collection. This collection I think is going to really make you smile. I will just give you a little bit of a tip. If you do like the look of that and you also like the look of this, before you put it in your basket, just hold your horses, because I might have a little treat of a deal for you. These ones are your pop-a-topper treat. You've got lots of them. This is called A Life of Leisure. And in this, you're going to get over 420 elements inside. And again, as you can see, the luxury is not wasted. You've got that wonderful barn, farm life. You've got the cockerel on there. You've got those for the cricket lovers in your life. We're bringing to you so much biking. If you've got anyone who loves to cycle, those who love the trains, or even for me, that reminds me a little bit of the Hogwarts Express. I don't know if it's the colour, but you could use it for a Harry Potter inspired card. Wine lovers, cheese lovers. I know I've got some of them on the team, Georgina. We've got gardening for you as well. There is just absolute car lovers. Anyone do up vintage cars? Just to give you an idea, that's some of them, but there's so many designs. I'm not stopping there. Cute and cuddly. Oh my gosh, I think this one might be one of my favourites, because you have just, mole. You have got so many designs in here. Do we know anyone who's obsessed with unicorns? Yeah, me too. You've got your hedgehog in this one. Oh, I've got a bear onesie. Yes, I do realise that I'm an adult, but I actually do. It's got ears on the top and everything. But these would go great actually with some of your Lee Holland characters, and you can definitely mix and match these, can't you? So those are just some of the designs. Oh, giraffe. Not stopping there, you have got your flowers. For all of you horticulturalists, for all of those people who just love getting a bouquet that won't die within 14 days and actually will last forever in card form, you've got these designs, again, all foiled, different colours on there to really make them pop. Not stopping there, I've got another one for you here, which is, your cats and dogs. And this one, I have to say, is just so sweet. Look at these little faces. Oh my gosh, you've got loads of different types of dogs in here. I love dogs that wear clothes. It just makes me laugh. Anyway, you have got so many. You've got little Scotty dogs in here. Look at those ones. I really do adore. Oh, the kitten. Anyone who loves your animals, this is definitely going to be for them. So, Siamese cats, like from the aristocrats. That's what I'm thinking. Mees, if you please. Do. Cracking song. Anyway, those are the ones that you can get your hands on. It. Just as a quick reminder, it's your dogs and cats. It's your A Life of Leisure. It's your fabulous flowers. And I'll be honest, I've dropped one on the card. It's your cute and cuddly. Look at the amount you're getting there. So if you would like to get those, you don't have to pick your favourite, you get them all. Big saving on this one, £36 or $52 is all you pay, unless of course you are platinum, and then you get the 20% off. Now, I have got a buy the show option, which is why I said if you wanted that one and you like the look of this one, hold your horses, because I have got the chance for you to grab this collection, that collection, and a secret bonus collection. Now, this bonus collection has been on air by itself before, but no longer available by itself. I am bringing to you not just those two that I've brought you there, but also welcome to Fairyland. Again, just to make it really clear, this is not available by itself anywhere else. This is a magical, and I mean that literally, collection. In here, you're getting loads and loads and loads, including, I just love the mirror pads. So these have that, let me find a bold one. These have that mirror-like luster to them, which makes them feel even more magical. There's lots of different details and designs. That for summer, I mean, really. There's lots of different details and designs in here. These would be beautiful, actually, I'm thinking, for using with a bit of your jigsaw cutouts. I could imagine these. Really pretty, wouldn't they?
Oh my God, yes.
So there's so many different designs in here. Again, just to let you know, they are 40 mirror cards in this one. Then I'm bringing to you in this as well. Sorry, I don't want to get any of these confuddled. These, popping out. You've got your decollage. Now these are decoupage, aka building up layers, but big and mirrored again. So lots of these layers will help you create wonderful 3D designs that make sense, if that makes sense. They look so luxurious. You've got wonderful collections here, which again are just there to raise a smile. You've got, there's your other designs, look, sentiments in that one as well. So all of these are coming to you. I've then got for you your toppers. Again, sorry, I don't want to get these out of order because I like Tracy. I want to save your time. Let's do your toppers now, if we may. These toppers, I think, are wonderful. If you've not seen toppers before, these elements pop out. It's basically already die cut for you. You just pop them out and then they're ready to use. Again, loads of different details in these ones. There is none in here that I don't think will make you smile for one reason or another. It's such a massive collection. You are going to be so inspired with this. And look at these, check these out. That for me, honestly, I could just imagine using a die in this, quite a large one, maybe rectangular, and putting a photo behind it and having that in a box frame. I'd love that. It looks so magical. So again, all of these ones you get in. No, I'm still not stopping because there's so much in here. We are also going to be bringing to you your Welcome to Fairyland luxury card inserts. So these ones, again, it's complimentary. So the work is done for you. And these are 36 sheets that you're going to be getting, 12 different designs, and it's 140 GSM that you've got here, so you've got that wonderful flexibility. Oh, I love that one to them. All of that, including the popper topper pads, all 4 of those, and including the Hobbies for Him, all of that today, just £110.12 or $163.03, which is why I said if you wanted them to, big saving available on this one. So treat yourself. And again, just to remind you, if you want the fairies, this is the way to get them. Whilst you are getting them and checking out your baskets, let's remind ourselves a little bit about some shipping.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Hi, I'm Sarah from Crafters TV and I'm here to show you how you can get the best deals and shop while you watch during our shows. The best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. So head over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV Home where you can see all of our shows, plus exclusive offers and even shop while you watch. Now, if you want to get involved and comment along, you can head on over to our community pages. Come say hello, ask us some questions and chat along live with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even airplay our shows direct onto your big screen or stream us live through YouTube. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day.
Welcome back to Crafters TV. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to be heading on over to get some demos in shortly, but before that, let me let you know some of the other treats that we have for your last day of the week. Not only, of course, is it your final day to get the Totally Tiffany spend and save. You can save up to £20 or $20. Also, of course, it is going to be that final day for your Get It Got It Good, including your watercolour card and your Nina card. But also, we have got for you today some added little treats that you may well have missed out on so far in the time. So we've got your cut and emboss folders. This is a tool, essentially, that you will use in your die cutting machine. Just as a reminder, if you wanted to use these with your junior, I don't know why I'm doing this voice. If you want to use these with your junior, you absolutely can. And today it is on offer with freebies. Anyway, this is the perfect, it was a bit scary, I do apologise. This is an all-in-one. So it will emboss, aka give you the texture, but it will cut as well. All in one, pass through your machine. I've got so many, by the way, if you're loving the look of this and you think, I need it, I want it, I have to have it, I've got the gilding waxes on later. You're getting in this collection not only the open window, you could put photographs behind this, couldn't you? You could even put a picture of your own house if you wanted. We've also got the candy cane here for you. So candy cane textures in this, but of course perfect just for a regal frame, maybe around a special card. This one I love, it feels so 1920s to me. This is your floral frame. You've got that crescent moon detail, and again it will cut and emboss all in one. Then I've got for you the Sunburst. I think this with a photograph in this would make it look like that baby in the sun from Teletubbies. Do you remember that one? Yeah, couldn't you? That little laughing baby. It's quite a cute idea. Anyway, and then I've got, for all of you bee lovers, I've got your Be Happy. This one has got the textures of the bees in it, but also the wonderful, what's that shape called? Hexagon shape as well. All cut out, done and dusted for you. You don't have to choose which one you want. You're going to be getting all of these ones in together. That means that you have got a serious amount of time to cut and emboss and texture cards day after day, year after year for a tiny price. £38 or $44 only. It's a brilliant collection for you. Not just that, don't forget I've got the organizer coming up for you now. Oh yeah. And I have to say, I'm going to be totally honest, I am slightly over the moon, overjoyed to be watching this next demo, because as soon as I saw this, I thought, where have you been all my life? This is for anyone. This is for you as a crafter to save and store elements to help you craft. This is for your best friend who's maybe starting a new job and they want to organise themselves, or maybe it's for, you know, your grandma who needs to remember all of her social events that are happening. This is a wonderful bit of kit and we are going to be demoing with it. So I'll show you it really quickly now and we'll go into more detail. We have got for you your stamp ink collection. You're going to get all of these stamps. If you're thinking, I don't understand how these would work, it will all become clear. You've got dates, you've got times, you've got days, you've got it all. We've also got your die elements within this, which can help you create little frames to hold things in, including, of course, photos if you wanted to, because this isn't just about organisation, this could be about memory books if you wanted it to be. You've also got your bases and you've got your folding over, which actually creates the wallet, envelope, if you will. So all of these together, 132 different elements, $61.71 or $77.83. This is the one for me. This really is. I am so excited. I cannot wait to see how to put all this together. So let me head on over to the Pond of Inspiration. We are looking and talking. Oh, we're not doing a demo on this yet, are we not?
Are we? I
dunno.
can. Are we doing a demo on the organizer?
That's what I got told by my producer. But we're in the Pond of Inspiration, so we're going to have a demo on this later. We are going to have a demo on this later. Let's do a demo on Hunky Dory. I will head on over to the Pool of Inspiration to visit the fish. And you're doing a fish-related card, aren't you?
Oh, just a little bit, yes. Yeah, we were just getting a bit excited and getting ahead of ourselves there with the organizer die. Becky loves those organizer
I am
die,
slightly
I
obsessed.
promise you we will get to that. We're going to do a really quick demo just to tell you how we can put the Hunky Dory kits together, because they are very simple and just amazing what you can do with them. So the inspiration is all down to you. So what I've done here is I've created, and I'm just going to measure that, a 7x7 card blank that I had at home. But I thought actually it would be a little bit just boring just doing a normal card blank, adding that topper on. So what I've done is I've actually cut half the card away at the side. So that gives us sort of like this tent-fold, half-fold, tent-fold card. Now the reason I did that was because I also then cut down a piece of the cardstock, so you could turn that into a card yourself.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to do, because it has the foiling on the toppers, I've just got myself some gold mirror card, and we're going to matte and layer this onto the top. And what that's going to do is then give us our own little bit of foiling around what was just a A4 piece of cardstock. And it's got that theme with that fisherman going through it, and I adore that everything blends in together.
Yeah.
So this is going to be on the inside of our card, and it shows, and it works well, and that's the reason I cut this side away, because we've got this fisherman that you can see through when that's folded over. Now the other thing that you do get is those gorgeous inserts. And they're great as well. So you're probably sort of thinking, with a card like this, where would I then put the verse? So what I thought would be good was just to have it on the back. So what I did was trim that out. So you can see we've trimmed out that gorgeous paper. I mean, that is just so lovely. And we're going to mount that onto the back of our card, and then that will give you where you can add your little verse or whatever you want to say, especially if you're sending a card like this to your dad. So Father's Day is on the 20th of June, which means you still have time to get this gorgeous Mal kit back to you to be able to create your cards. And you can see how quickly they all come together. So whether your dad's a fisherman, or he likes his racing cars, or his football, you're going to be able to do that as well. So I've got another piece which was from this piece of paper, so it was along the top. We're going to pop this on again onto some mirror cards, and we're just going to matte and layer the front pieces there. So onto that piece, and then we'll mount that onto that piece of card. So obviously it's going to take you that little bit longer, because you'll be sizing out your pieces of card that you need. But I've just pre-done all mine. Look at that silver bit again. Why is it I'm running out of tape pens all today? It always seems to be me, Becky.
Yeah, I have heard that it's a prank that everyone likes to play on you.
I think they do. I think they use them all and then just say, Debbie can have the last bit of that. Right, so adding that. Then I'm going to bring in those gorgeous toppers. Now, the toppers come with borders down the side, which look amazing. They come with really good little sentiments. This one says, to a real cool guy, but the real is spelled R-E-E-L. So it's a really cool play on words.
Really cool.
Really cool.
Is that R-E-A?
It's a real cool. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to carefully take out that middle piece. because you get two different ones around there. And actually, when I was looking at this, I was thinking you could put a black piece of card into this and have it looking like a record, like a vinyl record. So, but we're going to pop this onto here. Yeah, just put that black bit on, and then you can do that. But what we're going to do is just this half, so only half of the card, we are going to add our tape pen to, because we just want to stick half of it on. So going across that middle section. So having that down, and then with this one, we're going to have this in the middle, but slightly coming out. So we're going to bring in our foam pads again, and pop that just on this side. So we don't want them anywhere else, because we don't want them sticking to the other side. So popping them into place onto there. Oh, we might get that a bit straighter. And then all I'm going to do with this is we're going to pop this across our card here. So let's pop some tape going down. I've cut it that little bit bigger because I want it to make sure that it fits perfectly, and we can then trim that afterwards. And then I've got that to a real cool guy that we would just pop in on the top there, and then we'll just trim those pieces. Let's trim up onto there and on this side, and that then gives us our beautiful card that's completely decorated front and back. So we've got that gorgeous side piece, then when they open it up, we've got that really lovely scene, the real cool guy, and then on the back you've got that gorgeous picture where you can just then write your sentiment to your dad, to your brother, to whoever the mail is that you're sending it to.
I think that's so marvellous, and as a fisher person myself, I actually used to live on a fish farm, interesting fact.
Wow.
I think that's a great card. I would love to have that as a card.
No, it's amazing.
Have fun with that one, definitely. So this is the collection if you wanted to grab it. It was the Hunky Dory by the Show collection that this is in. Within that you also get those 4 packs at the toppers, but also you get the fairy detail as well. It's a massive amount, therefore it's a massive saving, and this is everything you are getting, including the welcome fairies, which isn't available any other way. We've not just got that on the show for you though, for any people who also love hobbies, then I have got for you some wonderful hobby pieces here. Okay, anyone in your family who love baking, cooking in general, anybody in your family who love gardening, maybe they've got a lovely little tool shed. Hey, do you know what these remind me of as well? You know when you go to really nice sort of posh, quirky pubs and everyone's walking around in an apron to take your order and everything? This could be quite cool to do for like a specials, you know, cocktail specials or something. If you are inspired by that, you've got some ideas, let me bring you the duo. Well, I say duo, you're getting 2 different sets here. We're bringing to you the aprons. These aprons, these are all the shapes of the different dies. You also get sentiments in here, including things like fathers, grilled, barbecue, handmade, and more. They are going to be so much fun to make, and you can make them in so many different styles. Even for people who love a bit of sewing, this would be great. Not stopping there though, I'm bringing to you, for those people who quite frankly love getting in the kitchen, whether that's whipping up a cake or whether it's making some bread, this is a lovely one. It's a mixing bowl machine, and of course you can decorate this in whatever way you want. I have to read you one of my favourite sentiments of all time. You only live once, lick the bowl. I think that's so funny. That is in this. And come on, we've all done it. We have got all of these in here. As you can see, your different dies, lots of different stamps, pairing up perfectly to create hobbies galore throughout the year. Just $42, $73 or $56.41. But you get an extra 50 bonus points on top of the bonus points you get. Normally you'd have to spend £50 to get those bonus points, but not today. When we were talking to you earlier on about our embossing dies, I kept showing you these wonderful makes, and I mentioned, didn't I, that you get this glorious gloss due to some gilding wax. If you love this effect, then I have totally got you covered. I am bringing to you your Pepio gilding waxes. Now this collection is really special because it's the 5 colours. There are some of these colours that we ran out of not that long ago, which meant that we weren't able to bring you a full bundle, but you have got them all in this one. This is including, where have I found them? Your King Gold. I love the King Gold. It's a really interesting, rich and vibrant colour. You've also got your Antique Gold. Now that Antique Gold is what is going to give you that almost a sort of heritage site colour. Not stopping there though, I have got your Empire Gold. Now this to me is almost like a true gold, you know, this is kind of 22 karat gold. Not stopping there, I've also got for you the Renaissance Gold. Now this one, I think has got a little bit more oomph to it maybe than the vintage one. So dependent on which look you fancied, it's either way. And then you've also got your silver. So you don't have to choose which one you want, you've got them all. And if you've never worked with these before, they go so far. I have got some Pepio gilding wax, which, this sounds like an exaggeration, but I swear it's not. I must have bought about 3 or 4 years ago, and I've still got it. You just use minimal amounts each time. All of those there, £40 or $59. So if you do love them and you want all the colours, this is your chance. Let's stock up on things whilst we're here, shall we? You've seen how frustrating it can be when you run out of tape pens. So we're bringing to you the Dotty tape pens. If you watched the craft class earlier on, you will have seen that we did quite a few intricate dies, like the fairy design die in that starter pack. Tape pens are great for that because you don't get any of the tails, the ends, the bits that look a bit like cobwebs. So it's £16.50 or $23.50. That is a saving of over 15% on that one, and it's stuff we always need, so could be a good time to top up. Foam pads, we've got 1,120 foam pads, different sizes that you're going to get here. So whether you're doing something that's delicate and dainty or you've got something that needs a little bit more oomph, you've got it all in here. To get 1,120 for £9.50. I know, it's just worth grabbing. It's saving of 20% today, so it's a great time to stock up. If you have not seen this being used before, it is a tool that we use a lot, and it's something that we use when we are, of course, creating envelope boxes, envelopers, but also when we are creating just scores in our card. This is your score master board with the enveloper creator, and it is £19 with 50 bonus points. Again, we're really topping up those bonus points, which means you are getting a step closer to a Club Inspire upgrade. Every time you go up in Club Inspire, you get more discounts, so it's fabulous. It's the Ultimate Organizer that I've got on the screen for you next, and this is organisation with a capital Organize. It is a massive 132 elements, and this can be used to make your own diaries, to make your own memory books, to make your own folders, to create organisation in your life, and including in your crafts. This is a real special one. Yeah, it's going to be saving you nearly £34 or nearly $42, and we are going to be talking about it now. I am slightly obsessed with this, and my producer George has been going, I really need to get my hands on this one as well. This is a special collection, isn't it?
It's so amazing. Honestly, if you want a comprehensive set of dies that can create the most organised organiser, you're going to love these. These are so great. You're going to be able to create your own little shopping list. I mean, how cute is that?
Fab.
With all these little dies that make the tabs. Little pockets, stamps where you can create all your don't forgets, your to-do list. Inside, you've got tabbed pockets that you can make as well, so you can really keep yourself organised. Also inside, you can keep them as your wallet for your photographs. If we go again into the base bit, you've then got your birthday list that you can keep in there. You've got your shopping list that you can keep in there. This just goes on, and you can create it however you want. There's lots of different ways of doing it, lots of different whatever you want it for. So if you want it as a birthday book, so you can keep all your birthdays in them, This would be great for me traveling to keep my receipts in, what I need to do next, or like a work diary almost. You could have it as that. And I've got to show you this one. It has been done as you can see, it's a German planner. So this was sent over to QVC to do for Germany, as we do shows over there. But look how gorgeous it is, using those beautiful papers from our Peacock collection. Everything in here, and that turquoise just looks so amazing. You can just be totally organized, little pockets in there, and again utilize all the space underneath. I mean, it's one of those things that never ends. It's the gift that keeps giving if you're going to send that to someone else, and it is super easy. So I'm going to show you just how easy it is. Let's bring in the die set. Now the die set itself, when I said comprehensive, I absolutely meant that. You are getting this whole big massive page of dies. You are then getting a full set that tells you how to put them together, how to create your actual wallet. I'm going to do mine slightly different to what's on here. So on here you cut out 3 pieces and you trim one of them in half, but I'm actually going to cut out 4 pieces on mine, and I'll show you why I do that. You're then getting the worker die. This is the one that's going to create your pocket, and I'm going to cut 4. Well, I'm just going to cut one of them so you can see it, but you will need 4 of those. This is great because these, as you can see, they're like little photo corners, so you can actually cut them. Can you see the little slit here? Yeah. That's where you slide your photos into, so they're the photo corners. Real. And it's one die. This is brilliant because it's one die, but it cuts out 4 in one go, so that's amazing. Fab. You've then got all your mats and layers, which will actually layer into your actual album. You've then got this great little pocket die, so that creates your pocket, which we will cut one of those. You've got borders in here. You've got your little tabs that go over if you want to create your list. This one we need to cut 4 of as well, and all will come clear. And then you've got your tabbed pages. So all you need to do is create it will tell you in your instruction booklet how to do it, and you do that along them, and you've got 2 alternative tab pages there on your actual folders that you can pop in. So first things first, we're going to cut one of these. Now you do need an A4 cutting machine. You will see how big this die is, and it only just fits inside that A4 sheet of card. I don't think it works any better any way round. Nope. So we're going to pop that on and we're going to send it through. So like I say, you will need an A4 cutting machine. Popping our card onto there and placing our die on, and then we will run that through. You could take that down if you didn't feel confident enough for it not to move. The only reason I'm confident is because I already have them cut. So, but yeah, if you're at home, just put a little bit of low-tack tape down and that will do the job and stop it from slipping. Perfect. So running that through, so takes 17, 18 seconds, so not long at all to run that through, and that gives you your, that's slipped on the end, so it's just not cut, that last little bit off. So what you have to do is just put those score lines into it. So can you see? Oh yeah, we can see that, can't we?
Yeah, you can see
that way. Yes. So we've got the score line. So you're going to fold that score line in, and then you've got that tab at the top there. So that gives you can see already one of those pages. Now, if I cut this one, so I'm going to bring in some black card, and we're going to cut a pocket, and then I'm going to cut one of these and show you exactly what we need those for. I'm just going to switch out to my junior plates because they will fit into here. Pop them on the inside. Might just need to trim that one down. Trim both of those actually just a little bit. We don't need all that, just so they fit at the side. So we will cut that one and our pocket die, just so you can see how you do them. And then while that's running through, we're going to take our pieces of card. So like I say, you will cut 4 pieces, or you can cut 4 pieces. And what that will do is it will give you all these pieces. You will then cut 2 of them in half. So you cut this piece away. Keep the tabbed piece. You need this tab to attach. Okay. So when you've done that, you'll end up with a piece like this, and on the other side, a piece like this. Great. So how I like to do it, you've got your 4 pieces in the middle. and we're going to attach a tab to a tab. So what we will do, this tab will go onto the top there. Now, the full reason that I do this for is to give a bigger opening in between. So, and it also gives you that cover for your tabbed page. So I'm going to use my tape pen. I'm just going to see if I can find myself a straight one. There we go. And we're going to just pop that tape down the edges. And I'm making sure I've done it a few times because I want that to have a strong hold. And then we're going to pop those two together. So just making sure. Let me do that's better. I'll do it that way.
I'm loving even just these pages, you know. I'm thinking about putting them in like a photo album.
Yes,
and almost as like a
totally.
fold out. Because sometimes if I'm doing a photo book, I'll have so many photographs, but I've actually not got enough space in the book. So this is little added extras. I think this is so cool.
Yeah, it's such a good way, isn't it? So I'm just making sure I'm putting my pages the right way. So just need to turn that one in, and that's going to go over our next page. So on the back here, we will again put that line down. Yeah, you're right, Becky. There's so many different things to get organised with, isn't there? I mean, you could do one for your holiday. You know, you could actually do it so all the things you need to get for your holiday, you can then keep it for what you want to buy when you're out there, put your postcards in, all your memorabilia, sort of your tickets that you buy to anywhere. Yeah, lots of different things that you can do. And then we're going to do that last one onto here. So that just gives me an extra piece. You don't need to put this last one on. I just like it to be so it fully encloses. So popping that onto there, and that will just give us our final piece. So it's really easy. It's just a case of mat and layering and creating that book. So this one at the end, can you see we've done this long one? That will then fold over, and then that gives us our spine to our card. So you don't actually have to have that extra one on here, but I like to create that extra page so we've got another one to put on. So what I am going to do now is show you what we do with these two, because these are really handy dies. This one's a great one, cuts out beautifully, and then you just fold those tabs in, and that will give you straight away your little pocket. I mean, how super cute is that? So you just pop things, you would glue those tabs on from the back, and then you've got your little pocket. But this one is the one that creates that sort of stepper in the center, and all you're going to do is you're going to fold that mountain and valley fold. And then I'm going to bring in my score tool. Had it somewhere. There we go. And we're just going to burnish that down. So that's your little stepper. Now what that will do, you then need to have 4 of those. So if I bring, I've already cut some of these, so bring those in. These are what's going to create your little tabs as your pockets. So this is my one that's going to go over the top. So opening it up, these are the ones inside. So these steps are going to be my open pockets. So I'm going to bring in one to start with. We're going to put our glue down. Would you believe it? Look, silver again. That's unbelievable, isn't it?
It's a conspiracy.
Yeah, it's like they all go. And everyone will be fine now for a while because they'll all be using new ones. And then when I come in again, I'm going to be left with the old ones, aren't I? So I'm putting tape on one side to start with. And we're going to just place that, so you can put them whichever way round you want. My tip for this, don't put them too near the fold here. You want to go up a little bit because what will happen, just making sure we've got that straight, what will happen, you won't be able to then fold it. So it's just easier to have a little gap so it goes onto there. So that will be one way, and then we will add our tape. So I'm putting plenty on of this one, so I've only got dotty ones left here, and I'm also going to do our one on the opposite side. So putting that tape on this side. And again, just where the end is, roughly where lining it up to my other side. And then we can put our tape pen across there. and then we can fold both over. So all we need to do is holding that down there, fold that across, and that will then create those little pockets that we can see in there. So it gives us lots of room, and then we're going to do the same on this one. And then all I'm going to do to finish is we're going to put a little bit of ribbon and a topper, and then show you our finished one, because obviously it would take too long. We'd need a whole show to be able to demo these books. So again, making sure I've got that on the right side, leaving a little bit of room again at the base so it folds nicely. And then our other way, putting that glue on and holding that one into place. I'm roughly just looking to see where that will go in line with our opposite one, and then we can glue those into place.
Wanda's just asked, could you use these to cut into fabric?
You could try, yeah. I mean, you might have to cut them a few times, and you would have to use your metal shim, and you might have to use a stabilizer on your fabric to stop it fraying. But yes, I don't see why not. Yeah.
If Bernie's
so
in,
that gives us all of our pockets there. So you can see we've got our pockets at the back, and then all we're going to do is when we fold this all over to make our actual shutter, you could either use a magnet which will hold it shut, but I've just stamped out some cardstock here. So, and all I'm going to do is pop that onto, you get this one, so that deckled edge die, you get that which fits perfectly, and you get your square die. So all of the dies that you need to be able to mat and layer all of these, you will find you'll be able to do. So I'm just popping that one onto our deckled edge, and that will be our front one. But before I do that, actually, I want to place my ribbon around. So I'm just going to also, let's do the ribbon first. Now, I haven't cut my ribbon very long, unfortunately. I only had a little bit left, and on the demo one, I really should have used less ribbon, but I didn't, so it doesn't matter. So I'm going to put a bit there to hold that in place.
Okay.
And then turn it round to then do the same. And then what that means is then when I come to sticking on my card, I can go over the top there, and that really secures your tie. So popping that there, and that will give us our back piece.
Lovely.
I'm just going to make sure that's pulled through properly. And then on the front, we will do this one. Popping that into place. And that's how you will then tie it. So that will tie a little bit, but it just means that I probably haven't left enough room to tie in a bow. But if I bring in this one, so this is what I mean. I use a load of ribbon, and then I didn't have enough left. But as we look through it, you can see that little pocket, that's the pocket that we cut out that we can pop in there. Yeah. We can then put all these different things. So I've got my family, my winter friends and family, autumn, I've put all my days of the month. This is your tabbed pages, your little photo corners.
Yeah.
And then I've got like a little, my shopping list there. You can add all these little embellishments. You've got all these bits in there. And we're still going. We can make our own little calendars with what we need. And then if I turn it round and open this up, you can see, open this piece up, you can see we've then got pockets on the other side, which we can then put in all of our different ones. So so there we go, and that's our finished one. So obviously there's a lot more you can do with it, but it would just take too long to show you all those elements.
And don't forget, the instructions are in with it anyway, aren't they?
Oh yeah, total full instructions to teach you how to do it. Yes.
It's just fab. Now, whilst you're getting ready the selection for us to vote on demo of the show, let me just do a recap of what is in this. So you've got this main element that is a die with the score lines and the tab. This of course makes sort of the pages and the cover of it as well. Don't forget, and you kind of saw it in that final design there, you can use your different frames to maybe put these in photo books, because there's nothing stopping you adding these to photo books. Scrapbook Pages has added space for photos. Then I've got for you all the lovely border details, helping for your sturdiness, etc. You've got your extra tabs, your lace-like finishes, and the top of your tabs for all of the inserts as well. Not stopping there though, you're getting the stamps. If you love the likes of your journaling, you know, bullet journaling, etc., these stamps are going to make your life so much easier. We're bringing to you different tab stamps. You've got pounds and dollar stamps in here. You've got title dates in here. Lots of sort of draw your attention tos as well. Don't forget, all of these created so that they fit perfectly with whatever you're working with. Then I've got for you really handy one, your months as well. When I'm looking at this, I am thinking about how what you could do very easily is actually make one of these full sets for each month of the year, because what I did last year was I did a photo a day journal. So literally I took a photo every day, printed them out and put them into a big book. Something like this, you could make one for each month and maybe save, you know, receipts from lovely meals out, take photographs and put them in there. So at the end of the year, you'd have 12 of these wonderful folders. That would be a real special keepsake. I've got for you party list. I think this is a really good one. If anyone's ever organised a hen do, you will know that organising hens can be pretty tricky. I quite like the idea with this of making it and maybe putting in the fun little games to actually take with you and fit in your handbag. You've got all of these here. So this is a stamp that is 1 to 31. So you can put these at the start of every month with those big dates that are coming up. And you've got other elements here as well. Sorry, that's the first one I showed you. So all of these you're getting is just $61.71. I think the saleability of these is massive. I think the opportunity of these is massive. If you just think outside the box, you're going to have so much fun with them. And at that price point, I'm getting my hands on one. £33.24 saving, or $41.92 saving. A great opportunity to have fun. We have done loads of lovely demos throughout the day, and we're now going to vote for demo of the show, because we're doing it a bit earlier because we've got some extra demos, including demo of the week as well. So, and with you, remind us what we've been making.
Yeah, so this was number 1. So we've just done the 3. It took ages, haven't they, to do, but we've done some really lovely demos. So we've got our first one, which is the Sarah's signature, the garden party, which looks amazing. So number 1. Then we've got the puzzle with a little puppy, number 2. And then we've got the gorgeous organizer, number 3.
Okay, so get your votes in now. All you have to do is head on over to our social medias. It's 1, 2 or 3. Get your votes in, and then after that we will be voting for demo of the day and then it's demo of the week. So stay tuned for that and get involved. We love crafting, and we love bargains, and we love creativity, and we love surprises, and that's exactly what it's all about when it comes to the elements such as your unboxings. These boxes are fun filled, and this one that we've got for this month is the penny sliders.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
I love it.
Yeah, it's so much fun. The penny slide, if anyone doesn't know what a penny slider is, let's just get straight on to the unboxing and show you how to do it. I then have a few more cards to show you as well. So as with all Sarah's boxes, you get that really beautiful welcome to your project kit. It's all packed beautifully in a really lovely, I might add, presentation box. And as we go in, we can see we are getting the most adorable stamps. So if you really like your cutesy, you're going to love these. Now, not only are these toppers, but they are, like the kit says, penny sliders. And then the penny slider means that you can cut out these different toppers. So there's one for each of your dolphin, unicorn, and your little mouse there. You've also got this die here. Now, what this die does, it cuts into your cardstock and makes a penny slider. And we will show that in the samples. But let's see what you are getting in here. So on top of your stamps and your die set, you're getting these beautiful pearl drops. I love these. It means with your alcohol markers you can colour them any colour you want, but if you put them onto the surface of the card, they literally look like drops of rain, dewdrops, which are beautiful. Obviously, with all our boxes, you get the most amazing cardstock. You get your colour core solids, but you also get these beautiful colourways that match in with them with your patterned cardstock. Really pretty, gorgeous colours, lovely colour palette in that one, nice and bright and cheerful. And then on top of that, you are getting your envelopes and your card pack. So underneath, can you see all this pretty packaging this one comes in? So you'll take them all out of there. It's like Christmas in a box where you can open all these extra pieces out. So you're getting your card blanks and your cardstock, you're getting your all your papers in your colours, in your patterns and your block card, you're getting your dies, your stamps and your dewdrops. So really beautiful designs. And I will just show you a few little cards that we've got with them, which look super cute. So how about this one? Look at this little mouse. All he's going to do is go up and down. I'm trying to do it so I can't do it upside down. Let's do it that way. There we go. And he's just going to spin around till his little heart's content.
Lovely.
So love that. It looks so cute, getting it the right way. But if you just want to do one, that's the slot. And what you're going to do is you're going to use these with a penny underneath. A penny, 5p. And the trick is to use no bigger foam pad than the opening. And then you'll get them to go backwards and forwards. I mean, how much fun are they? And look at this dolphin one. So using those extras and doing those at wonky angles, they look amazing. Absolutely love that. And then your unicorn, you can't have anything cutesy without that unicorn. Oh, that one doesn't want to, he doesn't want to move. Let's just give him a little helping hand around there and slide him across. But yeah, just great ways, these kits, to have a little bit of fun. And actually a really good kit to gift to somebody.
Agreed.
Because if they want to start their crafting journey, all you would actually need is some glue and your Gemini Mini, and you'd be able to create these really awesome, I mean, look at that. It's so cool, isn't it?
They are fabulous, and the fact that you are getting those, and those are exclusive to the collection, as in even if you buy the big set of penny sliders, you won't get the dolphin, the unicorn, the mouse. So those are exclusive to this pack. But also, it is so affordable at £20 that you could maybe try these out. If you've thought about getting a penny slider, but maybe the sort of £100, £200 pack's a bit much, give these a go, see if you like them, and if you do, maybe you could get the large pack as well. You're also getting 100 bonus points on this today. You'd normally have to spend £100 to get that, but today we're giving it to you. So it really is a bit of a win-win-win. And speaking of win, we have a winner for demo of the show. Drum roll, please. It's number one. It's the Parasol.
Yeah, it's so pretty, isn't it? I'm not surprised. Such a pretty design. Love
gorgeous,
that one.
isn't it? So if you love that, let's call that number 3, shall we? Because it's the third one. So let's do them in order for the day. This was from Softer Side this morning, created by the lovely Bernie. This is a bag perfect for picnics, perfect to have in the boot of your car with all of your essentials. It's a wonderful bag that is two-tone, as you can see. So that is option number 1. Second demo today is by The Fish, and this is Debbie's creation. It's a box, and you've got that acetate through. This is with the double-sided dies, which, by the way, we gave you free double-sided boards, plates for the junior if you wanted it, still available. And then last but by no means least, the one with the fish right now, which is the third one of the day, the Parasol. So 1, 2 or 3. If you could get those voting on our socials, again, we'll pick another treat for you. And whilst you're doing that, let me remind you of the garden party. I look so scared then, because as you can see, this is massive, and I've just hit one of them slightly. I thought it was going to Jenga, but we're safe. I have got for you here Garden Party Complete Collection, and there is a mass of treats within this. You are going to be getting 12 by 12 pads on this. You're getting 6 by 6. You're getting pearl card in here. You're getting dies in this. You're getting embossing folders, and you're getting a couple of embossing folders, mind. You are going to be getting stencils in here as well. It really is a huge amount of elements that work together to create comprehensive, professional-looking pieces. The fact that you have got so much in this, and the fact that it is almost timeless and ageless, means that you will have a lot of fun with it. And today you're saving over £50 or nearly $50. So this is a special chance for you. And if you would like to be inspired, well, you're in the right place, because we're going to head on over to Crafting Corner. What are we up to with this time, please?
You know what, there is, every time I look at this collection, there's some really pretty elements, and you just think, wow, you are getting so much for your money here. I adore this one. So if you want to go very British and have that afternoon tea party, this is the die and stamp set for you. I mean, this gorgeous teapot, the gorgeous cake, everything has been so well thought out. You've got your sugar cubes, you've got your macaroons or your macarons, you've got your little cupcakes, everything is amazing. Your spoon, and then you've got all the coordinating dies to go with them. So what I have done is I've gone ahead and I've stamped out some of the cakes here. So we've got our cakes, our macaron and our cupcake, and we're just going to cut those out. I'm also going to take the little doily from the die set that we had earlier. So that was this one here, and I've just took out the little doily one, so we're going to cut that out. So I don't need all that cardstock. We will just pop that out and have these two. So I'm going to use some low tack tape on these just to make sure that they stick to our, or the dies stay put, because I don't want them overlapping if they move. Now again, they're good because I would stamp first and then cut them out, because it's not a solid die, it's an open die, which means you can see exactly where that's cut in. And then I'm putting my low tack tape onto these. I could probably do both of these at once, so popping that around the edges, and then onto our macaroon or macaron, whichever ones you prefer. And then we will bring these in. So still got little die cuts on my platform. So we'll pop that one on, and our doily. And that doily die is going to come in handy for so many different things. So I'm going to offer that into the machine. You can see I just give it a little tiny push, helping it into the machine. The machine does all the work for you, takes it through, and because I've used my Gemini Junior, it's going to only take 8 seconds to go through. Oh, my die is stuck on the base there. So gorgeous little one there, really love that design. And then what we're going to do is take these out and do a little bit of colouring as well. I do have them all pre-coloured. Oh, my tape has just gone over that piece. And our macaron, take that away. So I just need to bring in, I'm going to bring in a little bit of cardstock just so we can add some colour. Now I'm using my tri-blends, I just had these to hand, so we're going to pop our, let's use, oh, I've gone to my dark one first, so yeah, let's use the light one first, and I'm going to just go in and add colour to that icing round here. So just using my tri-blend because they are very quick, because I've got 3 different colours of that gorgeous red to hand in one pen, and we're just going to go around adding all that detail. I mean, these are great fun to colour in, so if you've got children or grandchildren, a really nice one to print, or not print, to stamp them out and use them when the grandkids or when your kids want to do some colouring. Just going to go in with a slightly darker one around the rim, and then we can use that really dark one sort of wherever we feel like there might be that darker shade. So we know around that top bit will probably be darker. And
that looks delectable, doesn't it?
I know, it looks amazing, doesn't it? And then we can then go in with, let's have a nice pink cake, why not?
Oh yeah, like a red velvet.
Yes, definitely. Oh, I do love a red velvet
me
cake.
too.
What's your favourite cake?
Oh,
I have
great
a favourite.
question.
I have 2, but I do have a favourite.
Go on, tell me.
So my absolute favourite is lemon drizzle.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
I could literally eat it till the cows come home, but I also love ginger cake as well.
Oh yeah, me too. Bernie made some last weekend. Ooh.
We did, that was amazing.
good.
Yeah. Do you know what? That's made me remember. I was going to ask Bernie if she would make some lemon drizzle for this weekend, and I forgot. So she didn't bring us anything in. Yeah,
No.
she didn't bring us anything
Oh,
this
next
weekend.
time. Actually, if you don't mind, just whilst you're colouring in, speaking of
absolutely.
Bernie, we have just had the winner through of demo of the
Of
day,
course,
and
of course.
it's Bernie's bag
I'm
won.
thrilled because that bag is amazing.
It's
In fact,
beautiful.
I was going to ask Bernie what she's doing with it.
Well, yeah, it's
I'd
stunning,
love
isn't
it.
It's really handy.
So nice.
Very handy. Whilst you're finishing carrying,
Yeah, you
carrying
carry
in,
on. You
colouring
carry on.
colouring in.
Keep
I'll
calm and carry on.
I will just quickly go through the ones of the week for you to pick from, so that you can get those votes in when we have time for the one of the week. So, because it was a bank holiday on the Monday, we did the demo of the week on Monday. So there is Monday missing because we voted for it on Monday. So you've got 6 to choose from today. Option number 1 is from Tuesday. This is from Devin Robinson. It is option number 1. I've also got for you the Wednesday make, again by Debbie. This is option number 2 with that lovely double pop out in there. Then we have got for you with the, this was the craft along with Debbie Robinson again. We are bringing to you Thursday's make with those lovebirds parakeets. Then we have got for you the Friday cards, and this one's got that waterfall detail with the tea set in it. And we've got the make from yesterday's, which is of course Saturday. This was by Debbie, sorry, I'm toppling them over here. This is the scrapbook masterclass, and this is from The Fish. And then today's make is the bag from Bernie, that wonderful 2-tone design, seriously workable. So please do vote for us if you wish. Do you want another quick little look? I'll show you really quickly. So it's option 1, option 2, option 3, option 4, option 5 or option 6. Get your votes in whilst we're here on social medias, and whilst you do that, I'll hand back on over to Debbie. How are you getting on?
So I've whizzed through them. I've coloured it so quickly. I've done all my elements. So there we go. So obviously I had them pre-coloured in, but we've got that really gorgeous designer looking toppers now, which look amazing. Now what I have done is I've created myself a little stepper card, so a front stepper card. I've then got my doilies, so I've cut a couple of those, and then we've got our pretty papers. Now these papers are lacy and pretty and just look so beautiful. So we're going to add these to our card. I've measured them all out for my stepper card. Obviously you can make whatever size stepper card you'd like, and just mat and layer your papers accordingly. So these papers are truly beautiful, and you'll be using them all the time. So I'm just using all my layers. And I've also used that gorgeous pearl cardstock. Is it pearl cardstock?
Yes, the one in the garden. Yes, yeah, with the 4 different colours.
That's it, yes. So I've used that to mat and layer underneath, so it just looks beautiful. And then I've just took some pearls and added my pearls. And then we're just going to finish it off there. So that's our card base layered with our beautiful papers. So just adding those little squares to the bottom. So really nice design. I haven't done a stepper card for a long time, so I go through stages of doing the same sort of cards. So this time we're going to have our little doilies, and I'm going to add a little bit of detail to those. And in fact, I think what I might do is, let me just grab my embossing folder, because I think that would be quite a nice one to just add these as a letterpress. I'm just choosing which side, because the the way we do it is the one that's the flatter side that goes in, that has the indentations. And then I'm just going to use my ink pad directly to the top. So it's not giving me a great deal of detail because I'm using the lighter pink, but it means wherever I sort of put these, I will get that beautiful ink going through and that pattern. So this should look really lovely. So I'm going a little bit off piece because I did just use the white doilies, but I think these would look rather nice going through.
Agreed.
So again, just popping them into the machine. I love embossing folders because they just add that extra pop of detail. And you know, you don't realise sometimes how much your card lacks that detail until you then end up putting them in. But look at this, those beautiful doilies.
Level.
Yeah, we've now made them into lacy doilies, which look amazing. So we're going to just place them onto our card. Let me grab my foam pads. There they are, right in front of me. And then with one of them, we're going to leave. So I've done our birthday and just created a little topper for the top there. So let's pop a foam pad onto there. I'm going to use this one, I think. Yeah, let's use that one because we're hiding most of it. And we're going to have that just on the side. So again, using your tape pen or your tacky glue, whichever you prefer. I'm going to put it slightly up, I think. And then we've got a little ribbon to add to the bottom. Just to go in line with the ribbon that I'd already added across there. And then we've got our extra bits. So I'm just going to add the glue, pop that on the top, and then we're going to start adding our cakes. So again, using your foam pads, don't need that many on there. Just pop them into place and then peel those back ends off. So nice and quick. And then we can start just layering up those beautiful toppers. And they make such a difference, don't they?
Really, it does.
Having a proper like cream tea kind of day. Do you love a cream tea, Becky?
Oh my goodness,
It's
keep
my
me away from
favourite
it.
thing. I love it.
Get
Love
a
it
sandwich,
so
cut it
much.
smaller. Yes, please. I love it. I love it.
Oh, me too. It's the scones. Oh, I love a scone.
Scones.
A
Do you know what?
scone.
I went to the Queen's Garden party. This is a couple of years ago, right? And the scones there were
Scones.
the best ever. So you're a scone, I'm a scone.
scone. Yeah,
Scone.
scone. Scone and scones.
Oh, that looks so beautiful.
But there you go. Yeah, so you've got everything in that collection to really do some pretty cards.
I just think that is so magical, mega. Thank you for showing us that. I don't know about you, but I'm getting a bit hungry now. If you do fancy making that, then let me bring to you the element that you need in this collection, and it's all in here. All you will need to add to this is things like glue, and that's kind of it really. We are bringing to you Garden Party Collection. We've got this wonderful rosette. I love this rosette. I think, you know, I mentioned earlier on that the Parasol made me think a little bit of Mary Poppins. They have a lot of rosettes in Mary Poppins, don't they? Kind of the votes for women and things like that. I think you could do a really cool Mary Poppins inspired design there. But yeah, you get the die here, which you can actually cut out a few times to give you more ruffles, and you just glue more and more of them on so you can get a really detailed effect if you wish. Then I've got the embossing folders, and as you can see, the look of them is just so magical and special. You've got this one, which is the Parasol, and then you've got this one, which is your teacups, towering teacups. As I said before, great for a Mad Hatter's tea party, amongst a lovely other elements. Oh, or even Beauty and the Beast inspired could be cool, especially if you were inspired by the quilting ladies Disney inspired dresses that she did before. This could be great for the Belle one, couldn't it? Then I'm bringing to you the 12 by 12 pads. Now these ones, as you can see, are massive, which is great because it means that you can cut the sections that you want, or you can use it all in one together if you wanted to. We've got the different colour palettes. as you can see throughout here. I love that one because of that lacy effect. It's very delicate and dainty. You've got these ones here which are taking those notebooks, and can you see you've got the parasol or the umbrella that's upside down. It's got flowers toppling out of it. So all of those, including the likes of your gingham and much more, all of that is within there. So if you would like those ones, you've got them. And I've also got those ones in the 6-inch as well. Let me show you them together. So you're getting the same designs, just on a daintier scale. Then we're bringing to you your stencils. Stencils, of course, we can use in many different ways. This one we're bringing, it's the, what are we calling this one? The classic doily, perfect, classic doily design, and you've got the traditional lace as well, nice for wedding details. And don't forget, with this you can use it all in one or just as strips. I've got your sentiments in here as well. Happy summertime. What do you think of this one? It's lovely, isn't it? It's great to be able to have the different dates on it, the different numbers, sorry, that you can turn into dates. So you can do 10th birthday, for example. Then I've got your layering stamps. So you can just use the stamps individually by themselves if you want, but if you do layer them up, use different colours, it makes it look more realistic. It does look like it's been hand painted, but it would have taken you ages. We've then got all of our dies, and boy, there's plenty. Summertime Pennant we've got here for you. Did a demo with this earlier on. You can watch it back if you love this show. Then we've got the delicate roses too. That as a frame design I think is wonderful, and could be good for your slightly more advanced paper piecing. Then we've got the bird cage in here, again with your stamps. You've got the Time for Tea set, which is what the fish has just been demoing with, colouring in those macaroons, etc. We have got your Celebrate sentiments and your Party sentiment as well here. Die cut those out so it looks perfect and neat every single time. We've got the balloons with that lovely sort of whimsical feel. I like these ones too because if you wanted to use them and glue little strings coming down from them, then you absolutely can make them look a bit different. Then we've got another die which is your Ornate Lace, and if you love the colours of those together, I've got you covered. In the 12 by 12, you're getting the pearlescent pad. You're getting not just one of each of these, that's just for our sample, you're getting multiples of each colour, and as you can see, no! I've only knocked one off, you're fine. As you can see, they are beautiful on both sides. And then, finally for now, I know there's a lot in here. Finally for now, I have got for you the collection, which is the Parasol. So this Parasol collection with the fan, the With Love, and much more. Again, we demoed these earlier on, so do have a look. Whoa, that's a lot, isn't it? But to be able to get all of that and to make that wonderful saving is something very special indeed. You're saving £50 or nearly $50, and there is a lot of inspiration to be had with this. And we're going to head on over to the fish to have a little look at some of the treasures that she's got in front of her. Let's have a nosy.
Yeah, I've got to show this one first because I really do love that card. It was like one of those cards that was a surprise because I thought it was an opening one and then it ended up being a trifold card. But you can see all the detail on there. It shows so many elements of this beautiful collection, which is amazing. We've got the card that we've just done, so using those stamps and those dies. We've got edgeables in there, so that beautiful edgeable balloon. But I have to say, I think this one's my favourite. It's got that edge like a really pretty, what's the word? A tablecloth that's ruched up, or the blinds, the ruche, what they used to call them. The blinds.
Gosh, I know what you mean.
They're like those
not Roman blinds. They're flat, aren't they?
Venetian.
Is it
No, is it Venetian?
No, I'm not
no, that
sure.
doesn't sound right either. But I know what I mean. Becky knows what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like those blinds.
And so do you.
It's so beautiful. But look at that teapot and teacup. So lovely. But if you're looking for a totally different type of embossing folder, we've definitely got them for you as well in this collection. So whether you're doing your stamps and your dies, using your slight embossing in the background, this one has got to be, I think, one of my favourite embossing folders. Look how beautiful that is.
Love
and
it.
all you would need to do is just have a steady hand to go go round and paint that. It looks gorgeous, but look at that parasol. I mean, that for an embossing folder, that is your card. It's so pretty. And then the parasol is just got to be the prettiest thing ever. But then we've got jigsaws on the show. So you know you love those jigsaw puzzles. They're going to be amazing. We've got that beautiful box, Will You Marry Me puzzle inside, which just is super, absolutely great design. That's from Margot. I'm going to give you a shout out, Margot, because that is so gorgeous. The butterfly design looks fabulous. I mean, these are done on cards, but these are workable jigsaws. So if you really want something for the kids to do this summer, just print out lots of pictures and let them cut out all of these beautiful designs with these gorgeous jigsaw puzzles.
They are wonderful, and we have got those quick recap coming up for you shortly. Before that though, Bagon, we've got loads on the way for you. It is the start of a new week and the start of new creativity. We're going to start it with tomorrow at 12 in the afternoon UK time, 7 o'clock Eastern time, with Wake Up Call with Craig. Lots of creativity and a sneak peek at things coming up in the day. And then it's launch day. Oh yeah, we are launching brand new elements here. You've got 3 p.m. UK time on that show, 10 a.m. Eastern time. And it is brand new products at brand new prices. So a lovely chance for you to grab something a little bit different. And speaking of different, I think that's the perfect word to describe these jigsaws. We have got the jigsaw shapes that are in different shapes. We've got lots of different designs here, including but not limited to your balloon shape, your speech bubble shape, and of course your star shape. And the star shape itself, one thing I will mention is that you have got the different shapes within that. So I know I'm probably not meant to do this, but I'm a bit of a rebel. If I just turn this over, can you see how the shapes in this are slightly different? And I think that makes it really fun because it makes it maybe a little bit of a different element. And that's what's great about these. We look at the designs, we follow the designs, but we put our own spin on them. So if you do want to seize the moment on that, now is your chance. Now the fish, head toward the board of truth, because we have the winner of the Make of the Week. And today, it is my privilege to announce that the winner, as for voted by you, is... What are you doing there, Debbie? You guessing?
I was guessing.
All right. Do you want to share your guess?
I'm guessing Bernie.
It's like she's a mind reader. Bernie,
It is beautiful. Well done, Bernie. Honestly, it's so well deserved. It's such a beautiful bag. Yes. Mwah. Well done, Bernie.
A huge well done to you. It's a stunning piece, that. And as I said earlier on, I'm definitely getting the pattern for that. It's so workable. The fish, as always, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Oh, always.
I bet it's ages until your neck's back in, isn't it?
No, Thursday? No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah, sorry, I was being sarcastic.
I was thinking I was going home. I'm not going home tomorrow.
Tomorrow we will see you then. Thank you so much for joining the whole team. We really appreciate all your interaction. I hope you've had a fabulous week and you have a brilliant one to come. As always from me, enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye-bye, my loves.